Hi, this is Jann Gray, and I am here in the G.T.Luscombe booth, and we want to talk a little bit today about the idea of how can we use Bible journaling to really connect and maximize your sales in the community with people that are already doing Bible journaling. So if you are not already part of Bible journaling or not participating in that, I want to just talk to you about it a little bit. Bible journaling started about 4 years ago, and it started in the social media context, and people were sharing things on Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram, and it took off, but it was kind of kept secret from the Christian retail market because when we started it, we didn't really tell you that that's what we were doing. We came in and bought the Bibles, and then we left and we went home and we did it, and we weren't really great at telling you guys about it. But it's been around for about 4 years. And one of the things that I hear quite a bit is people, bookstore owners in particular, or managers, are saying to me, is this really more of a fad? Is it kind of burning out? Where are we in that whole kind of continuum? And here's what I want to say. I believe that fads are things that they show up, and if you are somebody that likes to stay on trend, like with the little finger spinner things and that sort of thing, you want to pick up on that. But a fad is something that's there for maybe 6 months to a year. Anything that extends beyond that really becomes a trend. And so Bible journaling is not only is it just becoming a trend, it has established itself as a trend. We did a little study last fall, and we found out that just in 2016 there were 1 million unique users that posted something on social media with the hashtag of Bible journaling, illuminated journaling, or one of those related kinds of hashtags. Now, think about that for just a second, because how many people are actually participating in it and are not putting something out there? So if there are 1 million unique usernames that are posting, that means that there are more than 1 million people that are involved in this actively right now. And it's not even that was 2016 and now this is a year later. The deal is, in March of this year we did another study, and we found that there were 10,000 people that posted something for the first time. That's amazing to me, and that means that it's growing. So here's the thing that we want to talk about a little bit on that. If you have not already participated in having Bible journaling products in your store, we want to encourage you to do that, because we want you to be the resource. We want to make sure that people that are just now finding out about it, they have the ability to come and get great products that are going to work well in their Bibles. Here's another interesting fact. When Bible journaling started, 70% of the people that were involved in it were not already crafters. So that is an opportunity for you to establish yourself as a bookstore to be their provider for those craft products. You might think that you're really in competition with the big box stores and that sort of thing, but the reality is if you win their heart with good products, they're going to be loyal to you, because they don't really have any other reason to be going to the big box store. So get the products in your store and let them know that you have that available to them. The second thing that I want to tell you, so there's still people that are new and they're coming along with that. And those are people that are just discovering it for their own personal devotional and Bible study and the benefits of that. But there is now a way that is extending the trend, is the phrase that we like to use. And that is with the advent of legacy journaling. So many of us that have done personal journaling, we saw the application for it to doing something where we can capture what the legacy of God's faithfulness in the lives of our families, and creating kind of a new family Bible, if you will. So that is kind of the next extension of the trend, is legacy journaling. And I've actually written a book called Stones of Remembrance that addresses that, and we have a workbook that goes along with it. So you've got your new folks that are coming in, and you've got those that have been doing it and they're ready for the next thing. So you're perfectly positioned to be that resource for them. And G.T. Luscombe carries a amazing line of products for you. And the other thing that they do that I really want to point out to you is that they provide you products that actually are not available in the big box stores. Did you know that? One of the things that is my favorite thing, I love to show it, is that they put these sampler cubes together. And Bible journalers, first of all, we love pens. We want pens that will do a lot of different things for us. We want things that will highlight. We want things that will give us a little drop shadow. We want things that give us different effects in the artwork that we do. And so putting a sampler of some of the hottest new pens together, I just think was brilliant on their part. One of the guys there, I call him genius, because they put these kinds of things together. Because here's the thing, you cannot get this sampler at any of the box stores. You're the ones that can have this. And so people trying to figure out what they like and why they like it, this is it. This is their second cube that they put together. You want to carry both of them. They have a really nice sampler of the new products that G.T.Luscombe has just released. We've got the pen touch pens, the calligraphy pens, the new plastic nib pen. Oh my stars. If you can only carry one pen, and we know you carry a whole lot more than that, but if you can only carry one, you want to carry the plastic nib by Micron Sakura. It's the same great formula that does not bleed through on your Bible pages, but it has a plastic nib and it works so well on top of so many mediums and is a bit more durable. The other great thing about it is that it is pressure sensitive. So if you want to have a thin line, you don't put as much pressure. If you want a thicker one, you press a little harder. So here's the deal. All of those are in this cube right here. And so being able to sample all of these and figure out which ones you like, then they come back and we'll buy more of them. If they wanted to buy all of these and sample all of them at the big box store, they'd have to buy the complete packs. Genius, right here. So, the thing that I want to talk about, because I've been all over the country working with bookstores, doing workshops for them, and I have been really blessed to be able to see the stores that are doing really well with Bible journaling and those that are being super successful with it. And I've noticed that there are three things. Two things that the stores do that are doing it well, and then there's a third one that if you want to be great at it. And so the first thing is that it really is about bringing everything together. So that's point number one, is that you want to merchandise your products where everybody can see them when they come in. Get your Bibles, put them on the table together. Get the other product, make it, in fact, there's a display that G.T.Luscombe has set up that is a kind of a put it together in your store display that they have, a rounder that you can actually do. It comes with a good sampling of the products, bestsellers, and that sort of thing. But it gives you an idea of how to do it. And the other thing about doing that, there's two elements to that make it really successful. One is that you want people to be able to see something and go, oh, I want to try that. So one of the things that they have made available to you is a downloadable video that can sit in the display and lets people see hands actually using the product, and it tells them what the product is that they are using to create that particular page. I think that's really key, because you and your staff are always having to do 100 different things, so you may not be there when the curiosity and the interest of the customer is just kind of lit up by coming and seeing that everything is there. So having things in place for them to answer those questions that you don't have to be there is really key. So do things like have the video running so that they know, oh, I need to get one and dones, I need to get micron pens, I need a gel pen to make this happen. Oh, I need watercolors to do that. The other thing is, if you have somebody in your store, somebody that can do some sample pages in a Bible, put that out and then list on a little sticky note next to it what products they used. Because people love to know what impact they're going to have with the product. And that saves you from having to be there to answer those questions. So point number one, if you want to be successful with it, bring all your product together, merchandise it together, make it easily accessible, give them them ideas of things that they want to put in their basket in addition to their journaling Bible. If you keep your journaling Bibles and your pens in one place and your mixed media kinds of things somewhere else, that makes them have to wander around the store, and they may or may not find it. Bring it together, they'll purchase more at the same time. Second key to a really successful program is to get involved on social media. This is a trend that started on social media, and I know that that may not be your thing, but make it your thing. Be proactive with it. Make sure that you mention things on your Facebook page. Here's a really free marketing tool that is available to you. If you have somebody that does Bible journaling and has bought products in your store, ask if you can repost something that they shared with you. If you see them make a page and you know that they bought the product in your store, ask them if you can post it on your page, because you know what they'll do? They'll go share it with all of their friends. And maybe those are people that have not yet become customers of yours. It's a great way to maximize, and it's worth time. I know that sometimes we think that Facebook is about sharing the cantaloupe you had for breakfast and that sort of thing, but you really need to see it as a great connection and marketing tool, because it is a multiplier. You don't have to speak to a person for you to influence them. That's a great concept. When I can get somebody else to influence on your behalf, brilliance, right? So point number one, put it all together. Point number two, get involved in social media, even if it's just on your own Facebook page. But if you want to take it a step further, go and find some of these groups and discussion groups that are available on Facebook and on Pinterest and those sorts of things, and participate in them. Comment and tell people when new product is coming in. Make sure that you send a newsletter out and go, hey, we just got new stuff in. Did you see the new sparkly and shiny stuff? Because let me just tell you, Bible journalers love to know that you have the new product. They want to try it. They want to come and get it. They want to be the first ones. They want to show their friends. So if you inform them when you get it in, you're going to win, okay? Point number one, bring it all together. Point number two, get involved in social media. Point number three, this is what makes a store do great, because this actually brings people in your store. Have a catalytic event. Bring people together, have a workshop. Here's the deal. You want there to be an event to kick it off. Something where they actually come and they learn a technique. They learn some thing about Bible journaling. Have somebody that is there that's in charge, whether it's somebody on your staff or you bring somebody else in. I love doing workshops. Be sure and check me out. There's a link on the G.T.Luscombe website. Happy to come and do a workshop for you. But it doesn't have to be me, but you do need something to kind of launch this and let people know that you have these products available. Second thing is become that resource for them. So maybe have a intentional event, and then every month or so have an evening where people can come in and it doesn't have to be anything big deal. It doesn't necessarily have to have a class associated with it. Have it be a time where they can come together, because one of the things that's missing in the social media world is we don't actually get to do eyeballs to eyeballs. We don't get to hug on them. We don't get to flip through their Bible and be inspired. And we love being inspired by other Bible journalers. So giving them a place to meet brings them through the door, maybe for the first time. And I guarantee you, they will not walk out on any given night without having purchased something. So it just makes good business sense. And that, by being that resource, by being that meetup place in the community, you are having an impact, and it changes the nature of how well you do with Bible journaling. So I hope you'll think of those three things. I know that they sound simple. They do take some intentionality, and if you'll be intentional about it, I think you'll have great success with Bible journalers, because we want to support you. We love the products.